Imagine you are in a waiting room and you're the next in line for a job interview for a job that you have dreamed about your entire life. Suddenly, you start feeling anxious. You start sweating, your chest starts tightening, and your heart begins to race and pound. What if I told you it's not the job interview that's causing your anxiety, but it's what you're thinking in your belief system, your thoughts? This is the second episode of my 4-part series, Do Not Disturb Yourself. In the first part, I talk more about the ABC model and the relationship between your emotions and your beliefs. And this is where I talk a little bit deeper into the belief system itself. Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy was created by Albert Ellis in the mid-1950s, and he created the ABC model of emotional and behavioral regulation. In my first video, I talk in depth more about the ABC model, but let's do a quick recap for the sake of this video. A stands for activating event, and activating events can be in the past, present, or future. And it can be any time you have failed at something, someone rejected you, or you experience a harsh condition. Well, a lot of times people believe that the activating event directly causes our consequences, our emotional and behavioral consequences. If we continue thinking that that is the case, then we're not going to have any control over our emotions. That's where B comes in, our beliefs. Our beliefs are categorized between irrational and rational. When we talk about irrational beliefs, we are talking about thoughts that are very rigid and extreme. They don't help us, they're illogical, and they don't make sense, where 1 plus 1 can equals 4. REBT theorized that these irrational thoughts causes unhealthy negative emotions. So let's look deeper into what type of irrational beliefs are causing this anxiety and its symptoms. There are 4 core beliefs that are more likely causing that anxiety as well as its symptoms. The first one is demandingness. This is where we have a rigid idea on how things should be. If you're anxious, you're more likely telling yourself, I must do well in this job interview. The next belief is awfulizing. This is where we are magnifying the situation, where something could be bad, but we magnify it. So in this example, you're most likely telling yourself that if I don't get this job, it would be terrible. The next belief is low frustration tolerance, where we are telling ourselves that we can't handle discomfort. And in this situation, you're probably telling yourself that I can't handle rejection. The last belief is condemning, and this could be towards yourself, other people, or harsh conditions. And you might tell yourself that if I don't get this job interview, it'll prove that I'm a failure. All of these core beliefs can cause your anxiety. And when you are able to catch them and challenge each one, then you are able to identify rational beliefs. Here are a list of rational beliefs that we are trying to obtain too. Once you're able to identify your rational beliefs and dispute them, you're more likely to come with the belief of, I would prefer to get this job, and if I don't get it, that would be disappointing. I can bear it, and it only proves I'm not perfect. When you have those thoughts, you're less likely to be anxious. You're understandably concerned and worried about how well you do at this job. I can make a more length video of how to dispute irrational beliefs. I felt that this video was important because once you're able to identify them, you can catch yourself in the moments when you're experiencing distress. Even being able to identify and capture these beliefs can make a world of a difference. Please feel free to download my worksheet below to get more practice in identifying your irrational beliefs, learning different techniques about how to dispute them, as well as identifying rational beliefs to replace them. With more practice, you might not be perfect, but you'll get better at controlling your emotions. So give yourself grace as you try to retrain your thinking. It's pretty powerful to note that our emotions can be controlled all by changing the way that we think. In the next video, I'll teach you the differences between unhealthy negative emotions as well as healthy negative emotions. There are 2 other videos that will be released in the upcoming weeks as part of this 4-part series, Do Not Disturb Yourself. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, as well as share it with your friends and family who might find this content interesting.